Akoyan yara tiara kio niri kira tahuira nara akiara turu tu yara pa ira ki echikariera ma ata krioro nyara tira ka ayanara tira kiro tu arapa yan yara kia ethira ki uri ti kiara maire de anyara tira ka o nyara kiara maire tira pa ira nyara tira kira tu ira ta. I am a creator being, and as such, I am indicating for my own self in this being, in this body, to have the images, the knowledge, the information about who I am connecting with when I channel from this point and going forward, that the name will be clear and an image should blink into view going forward. Anya oiriara kiara pa yara I fikira aramain yara kiarata ara nyuru tuiri kiarata irata yara ko shkriana paka irata yanaraki. A blessing to you and all who watch. Okay, so I'm not sure who this being is yet, but I'm hearing, I want to talk about the golden ring.
The golden ring?
The golden ring. The golden ring is energy. The golden ring is energy, and this is used often in many lifts into the galactic realms. This ring is a platform that you may stand on to use like an elevator going up and going down. It is a portal. This golden ring is something that if you have permission as a multidimensional traveler, you're able to use at any time, whether it's placed horizontally or vertically, above you, below you, to the right, to the left of you. It's your ability to create a portal, a stargate, to open and close.
I just got the word stargate right before you said
it. Wonderful.
Because we both work with the stargate.
Yes, and your telepathic connection, of course, the more that you are working together is coming more and more online. You are connecting with the white Lyrans. And of course, we are cat people, as you know. And as this being has a strong connection through her team, and myself, I am Morana. The understanding is becoming more and more clear for her. And so therefore, it makes it easier for us to connect with her more readily, to provide her with additional information. And yes, she is a creator being. However, the creator being aspect of her is always quite busy. Working, working, working. And of course, as she becomes more and more in tune with energies, she notices when her energy is somewhere else and can feel it in this being that the energy work is being done. So this is why we've directed her to read the book Convoluted Universe, to get a broader understanding of these different types of connections, these different capabilities within the different dimensions, the different planes, the different agreements that we have with other beings to work together as guides and assisting with the actual physical life, connecting in, which sometimes you'll refer to your team just as your higher self. And that's acceptable because we are all from higher dimensions. And we, together with our combined energy fractals, make the aspect of who she is. And so the reason that we wanted to talk about and I say we because I, of course, am a part of my collective as well. The reason we wanted to speak about the golden ring is because you are using it, but not conscientiously. It's more of a subconscious or while you're in your astral travel. And we want to make you more aware of it so that you're able to call on it during your meditations, and the view to the world, so to speak, will become more broadened, more expansive in your now experience. Because after all, that's what we're asking you to do, is to work more strongly, more readily in the now. And this simple tool, as you both work with stargates, will benefit you. And although I'm coming through strongly, it's also a difficult connection. It's creating a lot of pain to the back of the heart chakra, to the back of the third eye, as she is having a little bit of technical work done on her, similar to the challenges that were happening with her computer the last few days. Some of that was to distract from the actual work that we've been doing in the astral to this being, to create those lines of connection. Because, as you know, there is the etheric and the physical, and some of the physical and the etheric match, you know, as above, so below. And this lines and chords and connections are all similar to when you plug in a toaster, for example. Your toaster doesn't work unless it's plugged in and attached to the electricity being your God source, and the plug being your higher self, and the cord being your aspect, plural aspects, being able to reach you from the plug's source of electricity, the extra wires that are there. And then you being the toaster then can work and function. So a simple analogy for the benefit of those who may not have much familiarity with the work to the level that the two of you are at. And so at this point, we're going to go ahead and allow her to unplug, unless you have a question.
No, I mean, it's okay. I don't have anything specific, but thank you for the beautiful message about the golden ring. I'm sure it'll be very helpful to both of us.
You are most welcome. And of course, we will be working with you more and more in the future. And feel free to call on me as well. I'm happy to reach out as a guide on your behalf, as
You are
your light teams know that they are working together because of the work that you have both agreed to do together for the benefit of Gaia and this earth plane. So enjoy your expanded teams. And blessings to you. Namaste. She was really connected in. My whole back was like, had like pressure on it. I was like, you know, like that's how I felt. I was like, oh my God.
So was that Marana and the 99th dimensional
Yeah.
light lions together?
Yeah, she
Okay.
comes from, actually I have to, I don't even know if this says my little image that I got. I keep wanting to print it out, but so it's a Syrian connection, Haitian. So, I mean, so they get together and work, from what I was explained from Jim Charles. All in the agreements are all in the 7th dimension. So that dimension is where Morana, Archangel Raziel, and then the creator being of Tenyana Melamine. That's where the 3 of them came together and said, okay, we're going to be Wendy. I mean,
like
maybe there are other
like the
people too.
oversoul. Did they say the oversoul level
Yeah.
is there in the
It's-
7th dimension as well?
Right. And so my oversoul in the 7th D, that's Morana. And so I don't know, maybe my creator being helped create archangels, or said, hey, you're going to be Archangel Raziel. And so Raziel is part of me. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand any of that part. So, I mean, first off, it was like, oh, guess what? You're Archangel Raziel, or you have an aspect, not that you are, but you have an
Yeah.
aspect. So what that means is it's energy, just like
For
to
or
think about.
fractal.
Yeah.
I was told like
And
for the-
fractal and aspect are the same, but did you get a further definition of that?
I did ask that at one point, and fractals are more for like archangels or any being that has not been incarnated, where aspects is like you hold an aspect of like an ascended master or somebody that has been incarnated. But they are it's just 2 ways of basically saying the same thing.
Gotcha.
And so I was
then
told
would be
it
an
really
aspect
doesn't
of
matter.
Frederick.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're learning, and as we're learning, and we're learning, not learning.
Lyraning.
But I mean, but that's, that's where the people who start to wake up, where they're going to be like, what are they talking about? And oh gosh, now I'm having this experience, and what does that mean? And so they're going to see these videos, and then they're going to come back and say, oh, that's right. I remember we watched that one video and they were talking about aspects and fractals, and now I'm hearing about aspects and fractals. And so now that makes sense. I can kind of put one and one together. And so they'll be like, it'll come faster maybe for them than how it went for us. I mean,
or just like we learned with our channeling not to get hung up on labels or even knowing who we're channeling. As long it's more tapping into the energy, tapping into the energetic signature of who you're channeling, and following your own inner discernment, your own inner guidance, as if it's feels good or not. And as you practice more, you kind of tune in, or you recognize the energy signature from past experiences with different beings, and channeling them, you kind of start to recognize who's who. Like if it's Metatron or Ra or whoever coming in, you just you feel the difference in the energy vibration. And so, but I know it can be confusing, but it's just more under, like if it's a fractal, if it's an aspect, it's like bringing in a portion of that essence of that being to assist you on your mission here, your journey. That it's just they're just like lending you their energy, not that you are them, but that they that you hold part of their personality, part of their energy as part of what you've brought here for your toolkit to assist you on your mission here. So I did have some tingling in my crown chakra and everything, like when you were bringing in your beings. I was starting to get some tingling and strong sensations coming in. So I can see who might want to come through and go from there.
That was
maybe do a little light language too.
that was really interesting. So because definitely, because I have, I'll do some light language for you, and then you can, or you can do some, and then I'll do some, and then you can like chill, and
Yes.
then see who comes through. And then because we had just earlier, worked with Michelle and like clearing everything, I'm like, oh my God, it feels like that only like times 10, because like I was feeling pressure, like a little uncomfortableness with the entity that had, found me, and I just needed to let go of, like, help send it back. Right.
Yeah.
But then this pressure, like I've talked about the girding, where you feel like you're like in a vice and you're like, you're being squished.
Yeah.
And it reminds me, I've been watching this vet show, and what they do is, like, for cows and stuff, when they're getting ready to give them their vaccines, they put them into this chute, and then the chute, they squash them so that they can't move around while they're being worked on. And I wonder, I wonder if this pressure that we're feeling from the higher dimension, I wonder if they're not like kind of keeping us, like holding us in place a little bit, so that we're like, you stay still so that the connection is good. And then when they're done, then they can let you go. And then when I was channeling, I felt like stuff was going on in the back, like the back of my head here, like above the, where the spine connects. In this area, there was like stuff going on in the head there. And then on the side a little bit too. So anyway, that was interesting. Right. Oh, and this is interesting too. Now that I'm like looking at this photo, she has like, it almost looks like half rings. Like you can kind of see the rings above her head. Look at, I mean, they're not, they don't
I see
look
what you're
golden.
saying.
They've got them looking white here, but I'm like, oh, interesting. Like I hadn't paid attention to it like that before. And now I'm like looking at it going, maybe that is like the light vibration off of one of these rings, so that she could come down to say, here I am, present myself to the artist.
But it kind of reminds me of like when you get, what is it, a CT scan or MRI, where it's like a donut, they have the donut ones that scan, or the donut scanner things that come.
Oh yeah.
That's, but in this case, they're talking about it can act like a portal. So you walk through the portal or walk through the ring. Maybe it's a vertical ring, or it's the horizontal ring that kind of comes over your body, or how that works for stargates. But
maybe because we know how to work energy in the higher dimensions and bring it. We move things with our mind. We just think about it and they move. So it's not like, and our bodies, including our bodies. So So, all right, I'm gonna do that for you, because that's a being, that's energy. Like that's like they're like, we're coming in, or it's energy clearing out so they can come in. I guess, I don't know. I don't understand all that either. Okay, this is Wendy laughing because I'm hearing, I'm just laughing at that light language, like the sound of it. But, and then I got the download transmission saying that we're a being connecting to your energy. We saw your stream of light and wanted to, as you were channeling, join in the fun. So we just wanted to come and connect with you. Thank you very much. We're on our way. So it's like they're passing by the galaxy. Because I was listening to that and I was like, okay, I have not channeled this light language before. Like, what am I, like, what is this being?
Well, I've had beings on ship like do light language.
Yeah, they said that they're passing through.
Yeah, they're just passing by. So I've had Venetians and Palladians and Fendorians, and I haven't done that in a while. It's, connect, as far as I know.
And I actually can still kind of feel, and I don't know, maybe that's my energy, maybe that's their energy, maybe it's the ship, who knows. They're telling me that that's the point that I'm getting up to next, just to be able to discern these energies as they're coming to me. So, but not quite there yet.
Okay. Well, let me see if I've got any light language first here.
Oh yeah. And then see if Toberson or who's my other guy? Cooley
Cooley
Tilly.
Collins.
Cooley Colin. You got it better than I did. Maybe they want to come through.
Yeah, the gnomes. Okay.
Or the dragons, or
Dragons.
Kenyana, or so many choices.
Tia sikia sakitia tutoia sia tukia i tukototoia i sia tia. Hosea tia i kikia i tukototia i sukototoia sia tukoia i. Hiesia kotoia i sikia i sukotoia i sia tia kia i. We are the nature people. Sukotoia i sikia i. Hiesia kia i sukotoia i sia tia tukototoia i sia tukoia i. Hiesia i dropping in to say hello. Sukotoia i sukotoia. Hiesia i tukoia. We wish to connect with you more. Sia tia i tukototoia. Hiesia i tukotoia sia i. So we have better understanding. Tukotoia Ziai amongst our two realms. Tiai, Tikitiai, Sukotototohiai, Tiai, Hiasiai, Siai. Thank you for investigating more about us. Sutotoyai, Hiasiai, Sukuriai, Sikia, and extending your friendship. Sukototoyai, Tiai. Hiai, Sia Tototoyai, Tiai, Tia, Sia, Tia, Sia, Kotoyai. We are in your homes. Living amongst you. Please connect with us. In love and joy. Come laugh and play. We tried to inspire you in this. We try to raise your vibration so that you may live happier lives. Tia sukotoia ia sukotoia sia tukototia sia tukotia sia sukotu and see the blessings all around you. Sukotoia sia sia tia sukoia to see the world as we do. Sia tia sukotoia always blessed and abundant. Sukototia sia sukotia sukotia Sukia, please leave your home clean as we do clean the earth. Cia, meaning do not pollute this world that we share. Sukototiai, siatiai, tukotoi, hiasiakiai, sukoi. We wish to live amongst you in peace and harmony. Siatiai, sikitiai. We look forward to our further shared experiences. We send you our love always. We are your family. Sokotiai, siatiai, sikiai, tokotoiai, siatiai. So please recognize us as such. Kototoiai, tokotoiai, hiasiatoi, siatiai, tokototoiai, hiasiakiai, sikiai. And thank you for the presence. Sitiai, tokototoiai, hiasiakia, tokototoiai, sikiai. We will also share our gifts with you. Sikia. Hiasiai, sokototiai, siatiai, kotoia, hosea, titia, hitokoia, tia, hiai, sokotoiai, hiesikia, tokotoia, hisikia, tia, hisikia, hosea, tia, hia, hikotoi, hiesiai, sikia, kia, come and dance with us, kotoi, Hiesikiai, Sukotoiai, Siatiai, Blue. Enjoy all of the colors in your world. Siatia, hiai that we help create for you. Siatia, kotoi, sia tokotia, hi sia toko, sia ko ya toko sikia. Blessings.
Blessings.
This is Toberson. Coming
Toberson.
to speak on behalf of the gnomes.
Hi, Toberson.
Hello.
Thank you so much for coming. I think last time when we were in a group channeling, I was hearing you say your name, Toberson, Toberson, Toberson. And then, I don't know, someone else started to channel, and so I kind of set you aside and figured you probably were busy anyway.
Yes, I am often busy with my, as you would call them, chores, but my life duties, my life's mission, if you will.
Wonderful. I think we were just hoping to get some early connections so that when we do the work with having others come to ask questions, that they could, that it would be smooth, that it would be a smooth channeling event.
Yes,
And
that is why I'm here, to assist you in your preparations for
Thank
our
you.
future connections.
Wonderful. And I think we're both feeling these energies changing and moving around us with the yawning. Are you assisting us with clearing or being able to connect with you better, or
Yes, I am helping to tune our radio frequency, if it's a way to put it.
Yeah, because she's getting it and I see that I'm getting it too, where I'm over here yawning kind of alongside with her. So it's kind of funny. Oh gosh.
Yes, it helps to raise your frequency, to move this energy or transform it until it is in the right frequency, in the right balance for our interactions.
And then does it make it easier for the next time when you connect to be able to connect again?
Yes.
Or do you still go through the same like adjustments?
There might be some general adjustments, but it will be lessened due to us tuning our frequencies and finding out the right energetic wave to connect. Similar to a sine wave in your scientific knowledge. It's knowing,
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Where the clearest connection is with the least interference. And once that is discovered, which we should be able to reach that understanding this evening, that it will be easier to connect next time.
Lovely. Thank you. So I was out on a walk today and I found myself hugging a tree, probably a good 5 minutes. Was that tree asking me for a hug, or was I asking a tree for energy? Or did we decide a mutual exchange?
It is more of a mutual exchange, that they will help bring your energetic body into balance. And you may also send the tree people your healing energies as well, to assist them with whatever they need for healing. And you may set that intention for yourself to receive their healing and to send your healing to them.
Beautiful. I gifted a crystal to a tree, a very large tree, but you could see that it had like a split divide. And in the split, and the only reason I'm talking about trees is because I know the gnomes assist with the roots of many of our plants. And so that's why I was having this conversation about the tree. But anyway, so half of the tree it looked like it was, a very large tree, but like one half went one way and the other half, well, it was now gone. And so you could see the scarring that was still there. So it would almost be like the limbs were like the jagged edges of the muscle were just hanging loose, so to speak. But it has been many years, and you could see that it was, if somebody took, a little bit of any attention to it, they could probably pry it away and it would be deteriorated to that extent. But nonetheless, it was still sitting there. And I thought, oh, I have a little crystal in my pocket. Let me just put my crystal inside. So I don't know if I was feeling that it needed healing from the wound or what, but I just reacted to it. And I also feel like sometimes I'll like get messages that I don't really know that I'm hearing them, like a silent conversation up here that my conscious mind can't really connect into yet.
It is a form of telepathic communication, but perhaps, like you said, at a higher frequency where you aren't fully tuned in yet. But as you raise your frequency to that higher level, the messages will become clearer as humanity becomes more telepathic in your collective consciousness. But the work that you do through your intentions to encourage this telepathic, empathetic, compassionate connection with all life forms on this beautiful, living, breathing soul that you call Gaia, that we all exist within, that the more that you know that we are all connected, that we are all one, that we are all sharing this beautiful experience together, and that we may all work together to create greater health within our beings, greater health for the planet, and for all that are here living amongst us nature beings, that we wish to be known. We wish to share mutual cooperation to ensure that our environments stay clean, that the air we breathe remains clear, that the waters you drink and bathe in are free of trash and fuel and other contaminants, that we could have such greater impact in the work that we do if humanity would remember our connections once more, would remember that we once all worked together in peace and unity with one another, that we all had mutual respect, that we all honored one another, that we all act in unselfish ways in how we treat our beloved earth. And when you are out in nature with us, keep in mind that we are amongst you, that our homes are amongst you. And if you pollute when you go for walks or are camping or picnicking, and you pollute the ground, that realize you are polluting our home, our mutual home. And it disrupts the energy of that place when you do so, when you don't have regard for the beings that are around you, that feel and experience and have to live with your thoughtless actions. So please be more thoughtful, more in tune, more connected, more intentional when you step outside your homes and walk amongst the trees, walk amongst your garden, walk amongst the beings out in nature that you see.
Yes.
And know that we love you, know that we wish to work together as one.
Beautiful. Thank you.
For the benefit of all.
Yes, there's definitely a lot of environmental, people who are working toward, keeping air pollution down and keeping, clean water. And then of course, I know that I like to try to do my part as far as, picking up garbage. If I'm out on a walk and I see garbage laying around, I'll pick it up and bring it home and throw it away in my house, in the garbage for it to be processed. But then of course there's always the waste management facilities who, they're trying to do what they can to dispose of the waste as well. And I don't know that we're as effective as we could be maybe with that, but I don't know. I guess there's some scientist somewhere that's working on that.
We see and appreciate any small gesture that you make to keep our surroundings clean and free of debris.
Thanks. I know anybody who, has found themselves picking up garbage on behalf of others, that they'll appreciate hearing that message. Now, I recently had an image that came to me, and I'm pretty sure it's this image of Somerset, England. There's a water channel that's there. And after I had the image, I was like, what is this channel? So I'm like, let me just look up the word channel. And then when I was scrolling through the photos, I was like, hang on a second. I think that's what I was looking at. So is there a reason? Of course, I mean, I know I do work on behalf of Gaia, but is there a reason why they're sending me these different locations, like 10 Peaks? In Canada, there's a place called 10 Peaks. I got that. And then I got first it started with Mount Shasta. Then it was 10 Peaks. I've had some others that I couldn't pinpoint what they are. And then now Somerset, England is coming up. Is it just for me to have my awareness there and then where my energy flows,
Well, these locations are places where you can connect energetically. If you are unable to connect in person, you can send your energies to do land clearing, similar to Florida, what you did in Florida. You can send energies now through intention to clear these locations without having to be physically present, even though you may be guided later on to visit these locations in person. But these are areas that you can focus your energies on now in the present moment to send your energies to transmute any lower energies in those areas, to clear the energies of portals that need to be cleared with your high vibrational frequencies. Wherever you can transmute in whatever areas that you are called to do so is appreciated by all that is. For this is what you are being encouraged to do, that you can do this work now instead of later. But continue to follow your inner guidance if you feel like you need to travel to particular locations. Always follow your inner discernment.
Yes, thank you. Are you getting any messages from the Somerset channel that they want to convey regarding what type of healing it is looking for, just besides land clearing and energetic?
Yes, the nature people in that area around that channel, their homes have been disrupted as the water has been diverted or is unnatural in a sense than the original springs that once existed there, that due to the redirection of the water or those that throw their trash and pollute these streams of water, that it has caused disturbances in the natural environment, in the work that these beings are doing. It makes it more difficult. It makes energetic blockages and a difficulty for the water to flow if there are these unnatural blockages or diversions of the water, that you can send your energy to help clear the passages for this water to flow in its original natural state, and sending your love and support for the beings that work to keep this environment clean in this area, and other disturbances such as road construction, building construction nearby has displaced other nature beings that are feeling a bit lost, that need assistance to find new homes, new trees, new bushes, new plant life. Or if they are water beings, they are drawn to this water, the Somerset Channel, as almost as if they are refugees trying to find what their next step shall be. So if you can help
You know what? Let's go ahead and do that right now. I'm just going to send some light language and do a clearing there for that channel. And also asking the beings to accept the love that I send when I do this light language. Asking for them to find flexibility within their own beings wherever the realm that they're in, that if they typically need water, that they will find something versatile where maybe it's a succulent plant or something that's nearby that will assist them. And so thereby giving their being more access to more resources. Okay. Ako yan yara kya tukruyan nya ay chikirian yara ara yara nyara kiara wian yara kiara hiera huira tara ikiara hiama huira tairi tikira kiari akat kutiyan kutuira kutugira I mean, I am that I am, and so it is.
Thank you. That it will be much appreciated.
Thank you for giving me that insight, because I kept getting these images and didn't really know what to do with them. So now I've got your beautiful guidance, and that will certainly assist me when I start to get other images. So, and yes, there are definitely some places I'm like, well, I know I'm not really being drawn to like go stand around a channel. So, but nonetheless.
Well, you may also call upon the angels of place, the overarching nature angels within that area, within that region, the angels of place, and also can call upon Archangel Uriel, who we work with, that also wishes for humanity to connect more with us of the nature realm, for us to rebuild the ancient connections we once had upon this planet, where we were in more or in greater harmony.
My dog is being chased by either a pixie or a fairy right now.
Getting a pixie.
A pixie.
She's riding his tail. and taunting him in a good-natured way.
Yeah, he seems happy about it, actually. It's like
they're playing.
Yeah. I think he likes the distraction. Especially with the winter and not being able to, run outside and play his favorite game of soccer. So
yeah. No, they're enjoying themselves.
Now I understand that everyone has gnome families that are with them, and I feel so sad that we grow up not really understanding this connection of our families, our extended families. And yeah, and so I mean, hopefully by doing some of these videos and sharing and having the activities that we're doing, that awareness will become, me too with the yawning, that awareness will come more broadly broadcast, so to speak.
Readily.
So that, more readily broadcast, exactly. So that, so that people can start to like learn and experience and connect with the energies of who we are as beings.
Yes.
We've been shut down for so long that we don't even know how to connect.
Yes, you have a gnome clan that follows you from lifetime to lifetime, that connects with you, even though you may not consciously remember this connection, that they are living within your homes, in your gardens, out in nature, but also with you close by. They love to imitate human mannerisms in things that you do and how you dress. They like to dress in similar fashion, or the types of music or entertainments they enjoy as well. So the more that
Did I leave a little thimble of wine out?
yes, I think they would enjoy that for sure. But they consume, if you leave presents for the gnomes within your home, then you can ask them telepathically what type of food or beverage they would prefer, or what little knickknacks they enjoy. Thread and ribbons and buttons and
Oh, they're going to
needles,
be happy in my house.
especially the women folk enjoy sewing a great deal, and making clothing and that sort of thing. So if you share your copper pennies and silver dimes or other coins, if you would like to engage in a trade with us, for us to assist you with whatever you intend, whatever you would like us to help with, whether it's fixing objects, fixing mechanical things, or assisting with things you are trying to manifest, we can lend our support, or amplifying your abundance, prosperity, good luck of whatever you wish to attract into your life. And of course, improving your health or connecting you with the crystals that are our creations and the different colors that we help to color the plant life in your garden to help balance minerals within your vessels, physical vessels, to help share health and vitality, to re-energize you at a cellular level, whatever you wish to ask for our assistance, that we are
Beautiful.
open to lend our help in whatever areas that we are able to as your family.
Thank
Please
you.
treat us as your family, respect us and honor us, and please connect with us and share your love and joy. And as we share ours with you, we try to lift your energy, to lift your spirits, to bring joy and laughter and play into your daily lives. Things that many of you have forgotten, that you are so busy focused on work, work, work. And it is good to complete your tasks, but bring joy into your tasks. Do not forget to find something that you can enjoy about what you do every day. And if you don't enjoy it, perhaps find another pastime, another workplace that might bring you greater joy, might bring you a greater sense of satisfaction, where you can share your natural talents with your communities, with your families, with your friends, with all of those around you, with with us nature people, when you go outside into your garden spaces and you create these beautiful combinations of plants that we are there creating with you, the fairies, the gnomes, the elves, all of us, we're all here to create an abundance of beauty around you and lifting your spirits. And you may ask us, what combination of plants should you plant together, or what color combinations, or finding the best companion plants to grow in your vegetable garden to attract beneficial insects and repel those that are less beneficial for those particular vegetables. You can ask us any sort of question that you are wondering about and how to grow the most bountiful plant life and work together in creating whatever it is that would be the most beneficial for the nature realms, as well as for what produce that you seek from your garden, or if you just seek beautiful flowers to gather together, or herbs to flavor your foods or make tinctures or teas from the herbs, to find the best areas of where to plant these things, the best areas, the amounts of sunlight, the amounts of water that you need for each plant, as you were speaking to earlier, that you can work with us in these areas that are our specialty.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that beautiful insight. So, Toberson, as you came in, told me that either yourself or Kuli Cullen would be able to come and work with us on our channeling event. Are you part of my clan from my lives that I've had the last couple hundred years? Do you belong to me? Do we work together? Are we family? Or may I know the name of my group?
I am a grand elder gnome for your clan, but I tend to work at a higher level, or tend to reside at a higher level, similar to those of your family that are retired or may reside in another area.
I
that
see.
I do come to visit within your home from time to time, but I am often off busy doing other managerial tasks, if you will. I am more of an executive level. I deal with more as the spokesperson for our clan. I connect with other grand elders in regional meetings, if you will, to try to solve greater issues that we are encountering within ourselves, but also with humanity and how to address those issues, such as, because of my communication abilities, I have been tasked with working with humans such as yourself and your group to communicate and foster these communications as you are going through your ascension process. You are raising your vibration to make this type of connection clearer with us, that we are able to start this work together to bring about more of these types of connections. And you will be a great example of this for humanity, this connection that we will be making, and future connections as well with the elemental realms, or the nature people realms.
Nature people, yes.
That you can still call us elemental, but we prefer nature people. For we, as I mentioned, we do like to act a bit human ourselves, or take on similar lifestyles as our human families, and pick up certain traits that we observe and wish to partake in within your homes and within our homes together. We like to feel that connection through having similar appearance or similar activities that we are interested in. It makes us feel like we are more closely connected with you, even though you may not always observe us with your
Yes.
eyes.
And oh, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Though we observe you all the time, or we know what you've been up to, and we like to at least feel like we are vicariously experiencing your day-to-day lives with you and learning about you as well through these observations.
Beautiful. So I was feeling a lot of energy on my back just now. I don't know, I must have all my connectors in the back of my being, because it tends to be where people latch on to me, and it tends to be where I feel like a lot of my energy when it's stuck, and also when I'm connecting with someone for channeling. And so while you're clearing and you were talking about that you were working on the connections, and we know the yawning is the moving of the energy and raising our frequency to be able to connect more. But then I was feeling it also again in the middle of my back. So I know I had an entity that I needed to release earlier. I believe I've let that entity go.
Yes, it is cleared.
But so then I was wondering if that's where you guys were currently working then.
Yeah, there is some activity. It's more your body elemental that is working to bring balance to that area, since it has been cleared. But I can send...
I was going to say, I can ask a fire dragon to just come in and give me a zap.
Well, you may do that as well, for you have the power to call in your own healing, but I can share a healing with you.
Oh, I would love that. I would love to feel that energy and that connection.
Okay. And then afterwards I will probably go as this one.
Yes.
Tires.
And thank you so very much for the time that you spent with us this evening, because I just feel like we're learning more and more about you. And next time we'll talk about how to see gnomes more readily.
Yes, definitely. Yes, you can invite me to your individual practice, individually as well as your group, weekly group practice, to help build our connection, to help keep the channels clear and open,
Yes,
and
yes,
to help prepare you for your group channeling event
yes.
next month.
And before you do the sharing, may I ask, the last couple of days while I've been connecting in with the elemental realms, and primarily the being of, wind, air, water, and earth. So, they're very much nature beings. I noticed that I smelled like something like very, very stinky. And then the thought occurred to me, because I was like, okay, I don't think that's my dog letting, passing gas. And then I thought, well, we've connected with a Sasquatch before, and I wondered if that was Sally making herself known to me once more.
One moment. Yes, I am getting that she was dropping in to say hello, and that she is able to have you smell her at sometimes and not others.
Yes.
And it's more when she wants you to notice her, she wants you to acknowledge her, to say hello, that she will let her scent be known to you. And so yes, that is what
Wonderful.
she was doing, but she may also be around you at times, just observing, just sending loving energies, helping connect with you out in nature, or connect you with nature, with the nature people.
Thank
And
you. And I'm feeling her energy now. And yeah, you're talking about it. And she's like, oh yeah, they're talking about me. Thank you.
yes, for their kind is very knowledgeable about herbal medicines, about plant life, about
And I
the
have been working
the
with plant medicine. That makes perfect sense then.
yes, yeah, the
Beautiful.
energy, the various energy frequencies that plants hold, and that she will be around you, giving you inspiration, being a muse of sorts to inspire you in the work and the things that you will be learning about plant medicine. For she is very knowledgeable in this regard. She is an expert. So if you have any questions for her, feel free to ask, and then listen telepathically to her response or guidance, or ask for her guidance to guide you to what particular plants might be beneficial for different energetic disturbances within your energy bodies, or in others' energy bodies, that those that you will be working with for healing, such as your cancer patient that you met with.
Yes.
You can always,
Oh, that had
with
never occurred to me.
yeah, within your mind, you can always ask the question for Sally or for other beings that might be experts to help guide you to the best recommendations for natural remedies for whatever ails you or a family member or friend or clients, that you can ask for this guidance. The same goes with not only Sally and the Sasquatch, you can also connect with the nature people, the elves, the fairies, and gnomes, for we all have our various specialties. You can ask for whichever nature people would be best to connect with for whatever is needed, that you can ask and then listen to see what, if it's the gnomes, if it's the fairies, if the elves, listen to what comes into your mind. And as far as, you know, which species of nature person to connect with, and then you can ask if there's a spokesperson, such as myself or the gnomes, of course, that would be good to talk to or to connect with through in meditation, for example, to obtain more clearer answers.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And then let me please feel your energy share that I know Sally just came and she just did some work on me.
Yes.
So, but I would love to feel your energy more.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh, that's her signature. So I recognize.
Yes, yes, she is definitely here. Very lovely energy.
Yeah.
Very earth, divine.
Very
earth
peaceful.
mother.
And she brings a lot of heat with her, like being wrapped up in a bear rug.
Yeah, my hands were getting hot before she came in, or with her energies.
Oh, you had to raise my frequency first.
Hezia tiki tiati sotoya. Heza kotoya i. Hesotoya kia. Hasia tukoya i sikotoya. Hezia hitaya. Hetia koya ia. Hosia hikia. Hesia tia toya. Hosia kia ia sikoto ia siatia. Hosia kia ia siatuko itia. Heazia toia isikia i. Hosia ia sikia sikitia. Hosia ia siatukoia. Hetia, hikia, hihia, hisoto, hesikia, tututoia, iskutoia, isikitia, hesia, isukutoia, isikia, hosia, isiatia, isikia, isikia. Hiasuko sikia hitia sukoto hitia hisia tukotia sia sitoya ia hisia tukotia isukotoya. It is done.
Thank you so very much. I I feel giggly. But I could feel like when you were with me, I could feel like that interdimensional feeling, and I felt it before. So I'm like, oh, I bet that was you being there, because you tend to be, the presence for you tends to be like around my mind, You're making me smarter. My wisdom, helping me with my wisdom.
Yes, of course.
So I thank you for that. It was very nice to connect and to draw into that. And may I have any additional brownies to assist, because there seems to be like fuzzy webs in my house that seem to be more than other people's homes. I don't understand. So
Yes, I mean, I will ask that they can assist you.
Thank you. I've called them in. I just don't know if how many will come, or if I need to leave special gifts for them too, or if it's more the same.
You can ask within your thought processes.
Okay, I'll do that. And I won't keep Susan any further.
And whatever answers you receive from them, as far as what they would like to receive from you, then just follow that guidance.
I just heard feathers for dusting.
Yes, any number of toys, shiny objects, any delightful presents that you find special that you would like to share is always much appreciated.
Okay. I thank you so very much again, Toberson. You're a wonderful spokesperson, and I wish you well and much success for all of your meetings with the other elders from other locations, and send them our light and our love.
Yes. Yes, thank you. I share love from my heart to yours.
Blessings.
Blessings.
I receive.
I shall go now,
Okay, thank you.
but we'll come again another time.
We look forward to it. Nap time.
Yeah, you're gonna sleep good tonight.
Man, oh man.
That was some energy moving for
Wow, was that some energy movement. Now, when Sally came, when I was like, oh, that's Sally, I was like, because it was so funny, because I was sitting on the couch and I was working with plant medicine, and I can remember, creating sacred space, and lighting a candle to bring fire, and I had my my water with me, and then I don't know if I had my chimes with, I think, yeah, I had my chimes with me, and then also just earth, right? It's under my feet. So but I know that I was like, I would be sitting there working, and then all of a sudden, like, I would feel like energy, like heat, like all over my entire body, but mostly on my back. But I figured it's because I was like sitting down and I had a blanket on me or whatever, right? But then my dog was like on the end of the couch, and I was like, Cosmo. Like, I was thinking, I was like, Cosmo, is that you? I was thinking, is that you? And then I was like, no, this doesn't. I was like, I don't think this is Cosmo, but it took like two different nights on two different occasions where I was like, and I'm like, okay, when you're gassy, you're usually like, he's noisy. I'm like, you didn't make a sound, so I don't think this is you.
And you could ask, you could ask, is this you, Sally? Or,
Oh yeah, well,
yeah.
It came right to me, and then almost immediately, then I wasn't caught anymore. So, yeah. But at the same time, like, I didn't have a conversation with her. I was just like, oh, that's what Maverick was. That's what he was noticing. That's what he was smelling, So yeah.
Yeah, I could feel. Yeah, when Toberson, was checking in with her, I could feel her energy signature. Like, I remembered, it wasn't as strong as if I'm channeling her, but it was it was kind of like she was nearby, and I could feel kind of that Earth Mother energy is like what she has.
Like the Earth Mother, but she's you're a big girl, let's just say that.
Yeah.
But she's just like whoosh, and it's almost,
but it's just a beautiful, comforting, it's like channeling Gaia, like, not that I've channeled Gaia all that often, but when I have, it's just, she feels kind of like Gaia, but just,
she really does,
but more earth. Yeah, just more. Gaia is feels
Oh, and
huge,
see,
of
that's why
course.
she,
And she feels just so earthy and yeah, like a medicine woman, like a
yes, and I just
earth
thought that's
mother.
why
Yeah.
that's why she's coming, is when I'm talking to the earth element, she wants to be here with me while I'm celebrating the earth element. And so that's why she's been showing up. I'm
Yeah.
telepathically now just getting that from her. So,
Yeah.
So
And I think I received the guidance too that I'm supposed to kind of learn more about medicinal plants and things like that. And I do have some books about like wild edibles like on my property, like there's some that
I
I've
have one of those
learned what
books
I can
too.
eat
I
and
might
what
have
I
to go
can't
back and
eat.
I might have to go back and find that book and reread it. Now I'm just going to be like, all right, now you guys, how many more things can I read at once?
Yeah.
I was reading that dandelion roots that you can toast them and then they're like coffee.
You can grind them like coffee.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that, but I have heard that. Or dandelion greens. I mean, you don't want to pick anything that's like close to a roadside or anything like that, but just like growing amongst my garden or yard or whatever. Yeah. But like fiddleheads, like, when they first come out of the ground and they're the fern fronds, but
right.
When they first come out and they're curled up. And I have to always, like, if it gets too hot too fast, like they'll like completely unfurl and then you'll miss the right time. And so I have to, just make sure to check when when they start coming out, and because you just have like a short window, like maybe a week to collect them. But they you have to boil them for at least 10 minutes, and then they taste just like asparagus, like identical to asparagus.
If you snip off the dandelion heads, that you can put them in a batter and they'll taste like fritters.
Yes, I've heard that. Or, well, even like zucchini blossoms or dandelion, or not dandelions, daylilies.
Oh
so
daylilies.
So daylilies. You can make fritters out of that, but you can also eat, I think, the inside of the stalk and maybe the leaves or something like that. There's like 3 parts of the daylily that you can eat: the blooms, I think, the stalks, and maybe the young leaves.
The tuber.
But so it's been interesting. So I'll send you the name of that book because it's fascinating. So
well, I know that we're supposed to be writing books, so it'll be interesting to see.
We're supposed to write
what
books?
comes out. Well, I know I am for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm always
actually I did get that guidance years ago, like in 2006, I think, in a psychic reading. They saw me writing books and they saw me traveling over the Atlantic over the Atlantic overseas.
Well,
it hasn't come true. Yeah, it hadn't.
If there's such a thing as writing books, these are already filled with my scribbles. So I'm getting, we're supposed to plan. So like you got the message, okay, Crete in February of next year, right?
Yes.
So, which means we need to look at where would we go if we go to Crete. So we would travel in, we'd fly where, we'd stay where, we just like how we did for Florida. Like we're like, oh, so we should do this, and maybe we go here and go there, and then like we could have like a plan, and then you could put it out. We could put it out to say, hey, does anyone want to meet out with us? Because who's to say like where we're going to be at like by February, because things are like happening so fast for us. So.
All right. Well, this is
so
awesome.
Much for lovely conversation and being a dinner partner.
Yes. So this is great. So here.
Yeah, it was really good. And I could really feel Toberson working on both of us. I was like, oh wow, that was really cool.
Oh yeah, there's so much moving energy, and even before he came in, I was like tingling and stuff. But lots.
Yep, same. I started yawning before he came in. I was like, here comes somebody. And then he showed up.
He just seemed just
he's still working on raising us more.
Just happy and wise, and they really do help with our like physical help. I mean, if you ask, and I know I've already asked for just they can balance probably vitamins, minerals, whatever you need in your bodies, and just correct any imbalances, that sort of thing. So
Yeah,
So,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they're still working on me right now.
So, but yeah, it'll be good
Very
to, yeah,
nice.
continue to connect
Yeah, because now
and
that you've got that connection too, like you know their energy, and you'll be able to like infuse that into your drawing too. So it'll be nice.
yeah, I mean, they said that especially the elder gnomes, which
Mhm.
I'm getting he is, are
Yep.
very just like just happy and joyful and at
Mhm.
peace, and that's kind of the energy I got from him. Like, you know,
Yeah.
he's just, you know, every day is a blessing, every day is a joy, you know, that's what they want to share with humanity, to remember to be, yeah, to just every moment just being happy to be alive, pretty much is kind of what they want to encourage us to be, you know,
Yeah,
or
it's so nice.
they're human families.
Exactly.
Yes.
They're human multiple lifetime families.
Yes. Yes.
I love that. All right, my friend.
All right.
Much
Much
love
love.
to you. All right,
Much
take
love.
care. All
Yep.
right.
Bye.
Bye.